I want to talk to you guys about the voice in your head that constantly stops you from walking by your life purpose. I want to talk to you about that voice in your head that won't stop telling you you can't do something even when you know you can do it. That voice in your head. Mine's reckless. That mug is reckless. Like, it be saying some off the, like, it's crazy. Like, I be trying to do something that I'm aligned with doing, that's my life purpose, that I'm happy with, and something to come and be like, wait, hold on. Wait the, you thought you slipped past me? Like, nah, you can't do that. You know you can't do that. You ain't shit. Like, you ain't nothing. Stay in your place, stay in your lane. Stupid, dumb, ugly. All this, like, I mean, it goes ham. So let me tell you that when that voice comes on, I would listen to that voice in the past, not anymore, because I found a solution for it. You want to know the solution? I was getting ready to do something the other day, and I started to doubt myself. And as soon as I started to doubt myself, I said, shut the fuck, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. How can you tell me what I can do? You can't tell me what I could do. You have to learn to tell that voice in your head to shut up. Because let me tell you something. If somebody on the street came up to you and said, you can't live your purpose, you can't live your dream, you're stupid, you're dumb, you're ugly, you would have something to say back to them, right? So why don't you have something to say back to yourself? Why don't you say what you would say to a person on the street? Why don't you say that to yourself? The next time you doubt yourself, I challenge you. The next time you have a situation where you have to make a decision and you're about to go with your first mind, but then that doubt kicks in, tell it to shut up. Shut up. I'm not listening to you no more. It's time that I do what I want to do. Cause essentially, that's your consciousness talking to your ego. Your ego is your social mask. That's what tells you you can't do things. That's the limitation. That's the content you've taken in over the years, and it's created a mask, and you wear it everywhere you go. You even wear it to yourself. So, listen, it gets deep. So, when your consciousness is trying to go where you need to go, first of all, your consciousness doesn't change. Who you are meant to become doesn't change. How you get there does. The content that you choose to take in, the way you choose to live, that all plays a factor in whether or not you get there or not. It's simple. But in order to get there, each decision that you make in your life from here on out has to be your consciousness. It has to be your consciousness. You gotta let life flow. Our ego tells us we can't let life flow. We gotta be in charge of what you doing, what you doing. We are not in charge of our consciousness. Who we are meant to become is set in stone. It's gonna happen regardless. So even if you make a good or bad decision, it's still consciousness. It's still what's meant to happen. You can't change it. Your ego tries to, though. Your ego tries to tell you that you're doing the wrong thing, that this is wrong. You can't live like this. And you get that perception through social media, through the TV, through domestication. You know what I'm saying? You get it through that. That's where your ego is built. Through domestication, through TV, through content. Your ego is built through content. Your ego's not always there. That's why when you're born, you're just conscious that you're disconnected from your oneness, which is your mother. You know, so ego is built in your childhood years. Ego is built and you end up building so much through that. You end up building doubt, a self-image, who you want people to think you are, who you choose to be in public. You build all those things. So when you're trying to naturally go through life with your purpose, with your consciousness, your ego stops you. What you doing? You know we like this. You better stop. Stop trying to be who you are. You can't do that. You can't be who you are. We can't do that. You can't. And you listen to it. And then you stop doing what you have to do to get to where you need to be to live the life you deserve. It's messed up. Social media, TV, all those different things are meant to control your ego. And you let it control you. Stop doing that. Walk by your life purpose. Figure it out. If you don't already know, figure it out and walk by it. And when you hear that voice in your head tell you you can't do something, tell it to shut the fuck up. Always go with your first mind. Always go with your intuition. And when you hear that voice, shut up. Why you always talking? Shut up. The same way you will pull up on somebody else if they did you like that. Pull up on yourself like that. Because you are your own worst enemy. Nobody in this world can take from you what you can take from yourself. Should I increase the volume? Nobody on this earth can take from you what you can take from yourself. And you rather fight with other people rather than fighting yourself in your head, fighting your ego, doing your inner work. It doesn't make sense. You can only evolve through you. You can't make nobody else evolve. You can only evolve. So tell it to be quiet. Tell it to shut up. Tell it, I'm going where I'm going. Leave me alone. Stop bothering me. I'm trying to get to where I'm trying to go. I know I'm here for a reason. Don't let that control you no more. Stop being a victim of suffering that you're putting on yourself. Stop abusing yourself. Trust your consciousness. Trust your intuition. Trust that it's going to take you where it needs to take you. And stop trying to make sense of it with your ego. It's that simple. I can absolutely guarantee you that when you're faced with your next decision, if you were ready for this conversation, you will not make the wrong decision again. When you're walking by your life purpose, you'll tell that voice to shut up. You'll do that. You'll always go with your first mind. You'll always go with your consciousness. You won't try to make sense of it. You'll just trust it. You'll do that. And you will be great. And I love you. And I'll see you back here next.